about half the room. So I'm going to do a quick version of that because I want to get you guys out to have an evening this evening, but I want to have the opportunity to talk to you about the next wave. I just did a training in Boston last weekend called The Next Wave. I specifically named it that because I'm more excited today, Herbie, you know this, than I was when I came back into this industry after being absent for 15 years. So so you can understand why I'm so excited today, I want you to understand where we came from, what Herbie referred to. So this story is 30 years in the making. So my husband and I, at the age of 27, were introduced to this industry. I owned a cosmetic company at the time in the salon industry, and he owned a property and casualty business as well in Boca Raton, Florida. So we were entrepreneurs already. And so when we were introduced to this industry, we were like, why are people asking us to start another company? We're already in our own business. They weren't talking about products. They were talking about a financial opportunity. That is how we were being recruited. And we were living in Boca Raton, and so we went as a courtesy to a friend to check it out with him. And I walk into this room, and it had over 300 people in it, which right then blew my mind. But you know what really did? Half of them were men. And it was a skincare company, right? Why do you think they were there? I'm like, what am I missing? Why are they here? This is skincare. Because in my mind, my perception was that they were going to have me driving a pink Cadillac, and I was going to have to do home party plans. And my ego, as my daughter spoke about, was very much tied into the fact that I was in the very high-end salon industry, and I owned my own products. People came to me, I didn't go to them. And so I wasn't getting it. And so I walked up to the front of the room and I sat down. I wanted to understand what was going on. And these two men were up there dressed like suit and tie, real sharp. Now guys, this is the late 80s, okay? 1989 actually. And the minute they opened their mouth, I could tell they were from Boston, which is where I'm from. So I leaned forward in my chair and I'm waiting for them to explain what they're doing. And they started to talk about things like trends and timing and get in front of an opportunity before the whole world misses out. Miss FOMO here. I'm like, what are you talking about? What am I gonna miss out on? And then all of a sudden they were talking about things like linear income, exchanging your time for money, leveraged income, we talked about this today, but then they mentioned residual income and I had never heard that term before. I didn't go to college, that wasn't offered to me. I had to put myself through hairdressing school. I had to start off as a hairdresser. I understood exchanging time for money. I knew early on that that was going to be a problem for me to sustain it because it's a very back-breaking job. Anybody in the salon industry here, sitting on your feet all day long, right? Do that for 15 years. Varicose veins, back issues. Yeah, I did it in 3-inch heels back in the 80s. Not a good idea. So I decided to own my own cosmetic company and still stay in the industry that I love. I still love the salon industry. I love the creativeness of it, right? But the reality is I wanted to make money. And I wanted to have some time freedom as well. I wanted to have some more control over my time more than anything at that point. And then they mentioned this thing called residual. Guys, when he started talking about building something once and getting paid for the rest of your life, you gotta believe I was paying attention. What do you mean? Long past the time it took you to build it, you are going to continue to get paid. How do you do that? And then they talk, it was skincare, okay? Instead of talking about the product, what people did was they brought up a whole group of people across the stage from all walks of life. What do you do for a living? I'm a hairdresser. What do you do for a living? I'm a police officer. I'm a school teacher. I'm a principal of a school. I remember these people exactly who they were. What's your favorite product? Oh, I love the non-surgical facelift. Oh, I love this Celtics product. Oh, I love this. Never once did they talk about the ingredients, anything other than they endorsed it. Now, to be honest with you, from my background, I wanted to know a little bit more. But I was understanding what they were doing. They weren't becoming the professional skincare expert. What they were doing was talking about a business venture, a business opportunity to build something. And then they started teaching how the exponential growth took place, and they used the penny doubling. And if you brought people in and you had two people, then two got four, two more, and that's 4, and 8, and what is that, 16, 32, 64, and by the 10th day of the month, it's $10. But by the 10th day of the month, it's 10,000. And by the 30th day of the month, it's 10 million. How many people want a 31-day month? Right? And what they said is, what if you could remove the penny and put in a person and add a product that's emotional, highly consumable, which is key, and has a result attached to it? Would that be exciting? And the company would pay you a percentage of this. And we use numbers of 5. So 5 and 25 and 125 and 3,000, 125. And I was laughing because Kathy Cooper and I were going through the Eric Worre, and he was doing it, and her and I are doing the numbers right off the top of our head because that's what we did, right? We talked about exponential growth. And so at the very end of it, he mentioned the kind of money he was making. And I thought he made a mistake. He said he was making $50,000 a month. I thought he meant a year. So I couldn't hear anything else after that. And so I walked up to him afterwards. I said, I have 2 questions for you. Did you mean to say a year you made $50,000? He goes, no, a month. I said, can you prove that? He said, yes, I can. I said, excellent. I said, second, there is no way you're doing this selling hand cream. Can you show me exactly how you did it? He goes, yes, I can. I said, I'm a very good student. If you show me how, I want to do this. And 8 months later, I had replaced my full-time income from my own company. It was a 6-figure income, a significant one. 3 months later, I replaced my husband's income from his property and casualty business, which again was a high 6-figure income. We're looking at each other at 28 years old going, what the hell just happened? We were working full-time in our companies. We did not have the things that we have today available to connect, guys. This was a belly-to-belly. So we were told that you had to take 6 to 8 or 10 hours a week, whatever you could do. And the key here would be consistently prospect and share the financial opportunity. Cast the vision of what we're doing here for a business. And I like to say this to people all day long. I love wine, but I am not building a worldwide business around wine. I love these products, but I am not building a worldwide business because I love these products. So when people say, oh, I'm building a business because I love the products, I say, no. You're building a business because there's a financial opportunity for you that is incredible. And you want to own that. Guys, when I duplicated what he taught me to do, which was the basic, simple, do it over and over and over again. I had to take a few hours from my work and a few hours from my personal life, and I did exactly what he told me to do. Invite people into your home, do it one-on-one in a coffee shop, present the opportunity. We didn't talk about our products other than put it on your face. They had this non-surgical facelift. You put on half your face, you look like you had a stroke. You need to buy the rest of it just to go home, right? It was in a shrink wrap package. We never even opened it. Take it home. You need 5 more, though, to go with it and to enroll your first 5 people, because we didn't have drop ship back then. Why am I telling you this, guys? Because we went off and had this huge success with this company. And we had to build 12 independent teams.
Wow.
And we had to do $3,000 in volume every single month in and month out. 5 active people, person enrolled every single month. Or what happened? You lost your team. You lost your team. It would roll up past you to the people at the top and looks like what? Everyone said it wasn't. Now listen, it wasn't a pyramid. It just looked like one. So when people say it's one of those things, I agree with them. I know what you're talking about. You know why? Because I was in one. I was really successful. I traveled the world. My husband went all throughout Asia. We went to Korea 3 separate times to build it. I went throughout Europe. I was a keynote speaker on a regular basis with this company. I love the people that this industry drew. Why? Because these are people that see the cup half full instead of half empty. These are you. They're me. We're entrepreneurs. That's who we are looking for in this financial opportunity side of this business. When I called my husband, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just say this. We came home, and around 32, from all our travels, we got pregnant. We had our daughter, Chelsea. And at that time, we slowed down. We're nesting. We're enjoying the benefits of our financial success. And all of a sudden, something happened. We realized that this was not duplicated out to the masses. That just a handful of people who happened to have gotten in early or were going to be superstars no matter what they did. And we were entrepreneurs, so we knew how to run a business. We knew how to show up in our own lives. We knew how to be really good students and not try to reinvent the wheel. So what happened? We succeeded. But this industry is meant to help everybody have the same equal opportunity. 18 to 80. You don't have to be a superstar. You shouldn't have to be a superstar to make money. You should just be able to build a network of consumers who have a vested interest in staying with your product for life, and that vested interest, guys, is money. Here's the thing. When you lose faith, what happens? You can't represent something anymore. And so what we did was made a decision that we were quietly going to retire from the industry because we didn't feel that we could share this anymore. And guys, I was not in this industry to be a product salesperson. I owned my own cosmetic company. Why would I sell my company to sell somebody else's product? What did they have that I did not have? They had the ability to take this product worldwide seamless without me having to do operations, inventory. I didn't have to handle any of the insurance, the payroll, any of that stuff. I could be a massive company but operate as a small-based business. That's amazing, right? I could build something once and continue to get paid long past the time that I had built it. I couldn't do that in my own company. I was the focal point of that business, financially and time-wise. So we retired from this industry for 15 years. And once you've had success in this industry, people call you all the time. And we said no to everybody. I mean everybody, including in 2002 when Kathy Hoover called us, and I said no. And you know why I said no? Because I wasn't open. And when you're not open, you cannot hear. And I'm telling you guys this for a reason. And then 6 years later, Patty called me, all excited about these products. And I had a lot of health challenges, but I had already tried a lot of the products out there, so I didn't have belief. I wasn't open, and it also wasn't the right time in my life. I had just started my own company again. Two things that you cannot control, whether it's the right time in someone's life or whether they're open to listen to it. So those are the two things I ask people before I even present anything to them. Is this the right time in your life to take action? If I could show you a financial opportunity that would be incredible, would you be open to it? And I say nothing more. Because I personally am looking for the entrepreneur. Because I'm looking to build my network. Because I am a professional network marketer. I am not a nutritional coach.
Wow.
Or a skincare salesperson.
That's good.
And I learned that lesson from day one because I was recruited into this industry from the financial perspective. The product, guys, there are a lot of great products out there. Would you agree? There are great products out there. I'm not going to get into a pissing contest with somebody about their product and ours. I've had a lot of health challenges. These products have dramatically impacted my life. The way I explain it is I used to live at a 2, and today I live at a 10. Do you need to know anything else? Press play, watch a video. I redirect them to the tools, as everybody has said, and I simply allow the products to sell themselves. 100% money back guarantee. Put them in your body. They're amazing. Tell some stories. Let them see some before and afters. And not just weight loss, guys. When you do just weight loss, you get the people that are just coming in to lose some extra pounds. And they come back after Christmas, and they come back right before bathing suit weather, and they come back after the summer, you know, to get rid of the weight that they put on. I've never represented this business opportunity, or ever, from a product perspective. I get my customers by default. Now, I am so grateful that in 2012, Kathy Hoover had the belief enough in us to call us back. Because 30 years ago, this was our story, and these were our friends. When I say this is a story 30 years in the making, when I'm about to cast a vision for you guys of what is about to take place in this company that will blow your minds. This couple here, when I came back in and Kathy called me again, I knew I had to go with them because they were the people that called me first for this company. And so at the time they were number 8 in the company, I believe. And they walked into a room and they saw me standing there, and Herb did not recognize me at first. He knew he knew me, but he couldn't remember why. This was going back 15 plus, almost 20 years, I think. And so Patty looked right at me and she's like, "What are you doing here?" Oh, shit. And then they dogged me, and it was an NYKO for the rest of the weekend. Did they not?
Yeah, like a bloodhound.
He was Herbie and Patty. Every time I turned around, they were sitting behind me. They were, can I take you to lunch? It was funny. And I went there because I had my skincare company. And I was coming in for the belief that I was going to share these products with them. And I sat down with their CEO and their CMO, and it was Sook Chow at the time. And I sat down with Kathy, and I sat down with Jim, and I sat down with their CEO at the time. And I'm telling you guys, I asked every single question under the sun. And when I called my husband, I didn't call him to say, "You are not going to believe how amazing these products are." I didn't. I called him and said, "Mark, you are not going to believe this compensation plan. They don't even know. They're only making us build 2 teams. They don't flush volumes. They don't pay on levels. They got rid of everything that screwed it up royally, that basically played to the house, meaning the company made most of the money instead of the field. And they're paying everybody." He said, "No." I'm like, "Yeah." And everyone's using the product. You just look around, everyone had green stuff in their hands. I'm in. I want what they have. And I sat there and I dragged my then 18-year-old daughter with me. And I made her sit in the audience with me, and she was reading that damn book. What was that? Hunger Games.
We would better know
I was like, "What are you reading? Just put it down. You need to watch this." She put her head up once. You know when it was? When they walked across the stage with a huge $100,000 check. She goes, "Is that real? Is that a real check?" I'm like, "No, it's a replica, and that's a very big check, Chelsea. I don't think they would make them out that big. Nowadays, you can't get us on stage, so we have these little tiny ones, right?" But what they said was everybody on that stage, and at the time I think there was like 300 or 400 of them, had made over $100,000 that year. Let me tell you a secret about multi-level marketing companies, or our industry of the past, still present in a lot of companies. What they do is say the average income is. They take the people making all the money at the top and the people making no money here, and they average it out so it looks like everyone's making money. But they're not. It's the people who got in early, and because of the compression model, they want to reward the people at the top, and that's what happened. And I explain this to you so you understand what is about to happen in our company right now, guys, because I'm telling you, when I came in 6.5 years ago, I thought it was going to happen then. Those damn products, people like them. I want to stop talking about the product. I can't talk about the business. No, everybody want to talk about the product. I'm like, okay, I'll wait them out. They'll finally get tired of it. No. And 6 years later, I'm like, "Are they ever going to stop talking about the product?" He's like, "Nope." I said, "Then we're going to have to force this hand, because I'm done waiting." Guys, we just went through this massive growth from 2012 to 2016, from 334 million to 924 million, and we were in vertical growth. 60% increase year in and year out. Herbie goes, "Can you believe this is still going?" I'm like, "Yeah, damn products." I am not a nutritional coach, and I don't say that. Anybody that wants to be one, the beautiful part of this business is you get to be who you want to be, right? And there are only 2 ways to build this business, guys, when it comes to prospecting. Through the product or through the opportunity. Here's the thing about that. When you talk about the products, how many people never mention the business up front? I would tell you the majority of people about a year ago now said that, a year behind. There was nobody who was doing it. And then you had to go back and awkwardly say, "Oh, by the way, there's an opportunity here." Or you go into the business. Here's the thing about the business. You can't talk about the business without talking about the products. But you can talk about the products without talking about the business. And people do it all day long, and they get confused of what their job is. And guys, what our job is to build a network of committed consumers and to educate these people why they need to be committed consumers. I'm going to blow through these slides because I realize I've eaten up my time already. But guys, here's what I want you to see that's happening. There is a convergence of trends that are dramatically impacting the financial opportunity today. And when you heard Kathy Cooper talk about the 5th solution at Celebration, and how we want 10% more people working towards the financial opportunity so that we can have the army of people that will go out and bring us worldwide. We need them in order to build our business. All the pieces of the puzzles have come together right now in 2018, and our company is the it company today. When people say it's one of those things, I said, no, it is the thing. Come on, people. Understand the world is changing, and you are either going to change with them or get left behind. Look what's taking place, guys. You have the U-economy revolution. And they call it the gig economy. I don't care what you call it. Whatever it is, it's going to create over $340 billion by 2025 of new revenue to people coming into the world. Who are these people that are doing the U-economy? There's a Bentley University study. It's from Boston. It's from Boston area. 66% of millennials have a goal to start their own business. Only 13% of them wanted to go through the corporate ladder. This is a business school. 75% of millennials are going to be running the marketplace by 2025. These are the people that are part of our market. Who else is part of our market, guys, that are for the U-economy right now? Baby boomers. 1 in 3 baby boomers in America have zero savings. And of that, 50% of them only have, the remaining 50% only have 10,000. These people need a solution, and we are a solutions-based business. And yes, of course they need a solution that has to do with wellness, but they also need a financial opportunity. What has become a game changer for the entrepreneur? It is social media. It is the ability of technology to allow people to be anywhere in the world and be able to create independence. It's the number one thing millennials want, is the freedom that Chelsea spoke about so eloquently. We have a solution for that is not a linear solution. It is a residual lifetime solution that everybody wants. If you cast the vision for them, they don't even know it's available. And we're targeting an industry which is the wellness revolution. These trends are all coming together at the exact same time. And what they're doing is creating this perfect storm of opportunity. But here's the beautiful part of that. This is the beautiful part of it. There's a health crisis, okay? You all know this, right? The beautiful part of this is that the industries that we are targeting collectively are hundreds of billions of dollars in this industry, alone the industries that we're in vertical growth. Here's the point that I want to make more than anything. I want you guys to walk away with this knowledge tonight, that network marketing is an idea whose time has come, people, and we are the company. This is the final piece of the puzzle. And we are the company that has gotten it right for the past 16 years. We are proven this is not an if come maybe. This is a sure thing. If you do the do, you will build the network that will then pay you, because the company will be here for 50, 60 plus odd years later. They will be here. They're not just a product. People are out there all day long selling products. Companies are simply one product wonders. They're not going to be here in 30, 40 years because they're going to flip those companies. I assure you, they're not in it to build a dynasty the way the Cougars are. And that is why the Cougars are the hero of our industry, guys. They are the heroes of this industry. And they are the reason that my husband and I are back building this business. And these converging trends that are taking place right now, when I speak to people about this company, this is what I talk about. Now here's the thing. You can do both. The products are amazing, but they are proven. 16 years of people talking about our products. They're amazing. Put them in your body. $6 billion in cumulative sales, soon to be $7 billion. It's time for people to see that we have earned the right to be a financial opportunity. Do you not agree? Yes. Thank you. Here's the thing, guys. Look at this. We talk about market disruptors all the time. And I got this from CNN, actually. Apple disrupted the way we communicate. We all know that, right? Amazon disrupts the way in which we shop. They're actually crushing industries today. I brought in a gentleman who was the vice president of 47 Brands, a national brand that sells hats and shirts, and he also won the CrossFit Games in 2015 using our Isogenics products. Does he have to explain why? No, he just endorses the product. I put them on my body, they changed my life. I was able to win these games because I didn't tank out like I did the year before when I didn't have the nutrition in my body. This gentleman, and when you were in Boston, anybody here that was in Boston? Pretty cool, right? What did we do in Boston? We brought up one professional after another, after another, after another, after another. Why? Because we knew that if people could see the quality of people that are choosing this industry as their plan B or their exit strategy, and then you have Joanne's talking about 9,000 stores closed this year, another 7,000 queues up to be closed next year. This industry is completely being changed. He says, see, that's even think GNC will make it through the year. Wow. Guys, there is another way. It's called the .com, and we are a .com franchise. It's what we do. We're a franchise for the everyday person. And if you are not speaking into this financial opportunity right now, this is a one and done. This next 3 to 4 years, we are going to hit the vertical growth again. We're going to create the next wave. So it's going to take the entire company to lock arms with leadership. Kirby, you know this to be true. He asked me, why didn't we do this 3 years ago? I said, nobody was ready. They started to do the home party plan. I wanted to cry. Not because I know it was helpful for a lot of people, but what I know to do, what my profession is to be a professional network marketer. And as a professional network marketer, I talk about what is network marketing. And it is the ability to create this consumer who is committed to using our products every single month. Just a shake a day and an e-shot in the afternoon, and you've covered your 100 BV. What happens now? You duplicate that out like Herbie was showing you. And you do it over and over and over again. And the company doesn't make you jump through hoops. They simply say, if you share these products, if you consume these products, they will pay you. Plain and simple. He showed you how to build the model. It is brilliant. And it is lucrative. And if you talk to this, you're going to find the people that are going to go, I need this. I believe this. Those pieces of the puzzles, everybody knows it's happening. We're just putting it together. And what happened here is that you have isogenics is disrupting the way in which people are earning a living. We're proven. But now we're going to show them how to move faster, because up until now, the majority of the people that have gotten involved in isogenics have been what we refer to as the accidental entrepreneur. They came in for the purpose of the products, and we cultivated them into learning how they get their products paid for, and then maybe grow a business. I know Herbie and Patty and I and my husband, we've recruited for the money. We're not negating these products, let's be clear. I love these products and I will use them for the rest of my life, but I would have just been a consumer. I did not have to build a worldwide business around it. I'm building this business because I am an intentional entrepreneur. And I'm looking for intentional entrepreneurs because this company got it right, guys. They simply got it right. In the 6.5 years we built this business, I've introduced this to 200 people approximately. I'm not a master recruiter, but I can turn one person into 1,000 people. What I do is I drive lines. I help people share with other people. When people say, I don't know anyone, find one person and now you can have 1,000 new people you can meet through that person. Of course you know people. Go out and start a new class. Go do something that you love and meet new people. Make new friends, because that's all we do. There's never ever a time when you don't know somebody. The key here is to vet the person up front. Have your, what is it that you want to accomplish first and foremost? Whatever that is, figure out what it is and make a decision if you are going to participate in this next wave. And here's the thing about it. An intentional entrepreneur moves faster. They came in, the price point goes out the window. There's not like, what business do you know that you can start for under $1,000 or approximately $1,000? That you have operational expense about $2,500 for the entire year. And oh, by the way, you can consume the entire thing. And you have the upside potential of making a 6-figure plus residual for the rest of your life. And by the way, it is willable. Are you open? Wow. Do you want to know more? That's all I talk into, guys. And then I say, press play. This was 1998. I refer to tell my daughter, we were in the original Start Crew 30 years ago. This was the night we were getting our top award, being millionaires in the company. This was Celebration 2017. This is my family. My daughter is a #2 income earner under the age of 25. She is living her dream. She will be one of the biggest network marketers in the industry. I have no doubt about it. And then she'll take that and she'll go do other wonderful things. Because what this is an opportunity to create an income for yourself and then go live your dreams. That's why Herb said the next people that are here, the next top 25, top 100, top 200, it's not going to be us. It'll be new faces that you see that came in and will be more successful than we ever were. Because they came in as an intentional entrepreneur day one, and they knew what their job was. And their job was to build a network of committed consumers that understand the financial model. And they will never stop ordering so that you can will this to your children. And you can have the life of your dreams. Thank you so much, guys.
Everybody give it up for Susan Miller. She must be tense when she's so I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough.
Thank you.
I always say I'm not doing enough.